What is the deal, y'all? Look, we got a banger today, all right? In today's trade of the day, this is a 30th trade of the day, all right? What that means is I've brought to you 30 trades of the day and gave you strategies on how you can trade, make money in the stock market in minutes, all right? Today is no different. Today is slightly different because I'm gonna show you some very, very powerful stuff, all right? So y'all already know lately I've been loving trading Robinhood. Like Robinhood is one of my favorite stocks to trade, and simply because I love the way it moves, and it's just not too crazy. It moves very smoothly, and I notice the levels on it, right? Support and resistance. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna break down the trade of the day, then we're gonna go into the charts, and I'm gonna show you some stuff. All right. So with that being said, always understand that you don't have to go find 50 different stocks to trade. I always say this. You can find 2 to 3 stocks, learn the levels on a weekly basis, and go make money every single day on the same stocks. All right. So I traded Robinhood twice. I signaled it into the Discord today, and I'm gonna give you some very powerful stuff. All right. So let's get into it. So today we got Robinhood, and as you can see right here, so we hit it for $178 today. Okay, so the first one we got in on a put, right? So we got in on a put. I got 6 contracts. Now, I got in as a starter position. So initially, I wanted to get like 10 to 15 contracts, but I got in on a starter position, and I'm gonna show you guys why. And then I didn't get a chance to add to my position, so this was a light position. All right. And then I ended up getting out. I got in at 165, got out at 175, right? So 6 contracts made $10. Doesn't seem like too much. The next contract, the next trade I got in, it was another put, right? I got 10 contracts this time, and I got in at 178, and I got out at 190. All right, so 10 contracts made $12 each. All right, that's $120. So that's how we hit 178 on Robinhood. Each trade, the second trade I was in it for 2 minutes, and the first trade I was in it for 5 minutes. All right. So always understand that it does not matter what the stock is doing, up, down. That's the only way a stock can go, right? So if a stock is going down, then you already know once it hits support, it's gonna go up. Once it hits resistance, it's gonna go down. All right. So it's just common sense. So let's make this stuff simple, and let's trade, and let's make this money. All right. So we're gonna go into the charts. Before I go into the charts, I'm gonna say after March 15th, the price of the Discord is going up. All right. So if you've been on the fence about it, be sure to join the Discord. It's only $40 a month. All right, and we're gonna live trade every single day. All right, I don't know anybody that's doing live trading every single day for $40 a month. All right, and we hit bangers. All right, so let's go into the charts, and I'm gonna show y'all some stuff. So let's get it. All right, so we got this AVGO. So let's go to Robinhood. So we also hit Square too. I had Square on the watch list, and we hit Square. We banged that out the park too, but we hit Robinhood. So let's go. Now, Robinhood, let's look at this week first. So I want y'all to understand this, right? So this right here is Wednesday. This was Tuesday, and this was Monday. All right. So Monday, it was all the way up here. This is a different range. It came down, and then it came down to this range right here. Okay, on Tuesday. Opened up, came down, blasted off. All right, cool. To this day, right? Opened up, came down, chopped around a lot, and then blasted off to the upside. All right. So now I want you to understand. On Tuesday and Wednesday, Robinhood did the exact same thing. All right. It did the exact same thing. Now, today, it did the exact opposite. It did the same thing, but just in the opposite direction, right? So hear what I'm saying. So market opened up. We'll go to the 5 minutes. So the market opened up, right? And then it kind of was chilling for a second, and then it started blasting off, right? I didn't get in right here because I wasn't looking at Robinhood at the time. And when I started to look at Robinhood, it was already like right here. All right. And so, but it had a gap to fill. So it filled the gap. All right. So here's what happened. So it started to fill the gap. So when I started looking at Robinhood, it was about halfway through the gap. So I said I was not going to chase the gap. I was just going to wait until it rejected. All right. So this is the gap that has been filled. Right. So the top of the gap is what? Resistance. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to mark this right here. Resistance. All right. This is very simple. So resistance, as you can see, it did not come above here. Now, then what happened? It started to reject. All right. So be very mindful. I'm looking at the 5 minute right now. All right. So if you look at the 5 minute time frame, it looks like this. If you look at the 15-minute time frame, it looks like this. Okay. So on the 5 minute time frame, boom, it hit resistance right here and it started to reject. I knew that it was already at resistance because it just had to fill the gap. So I had to fill the gap and then it was going to come down, right? So what did I do? I entered in a position. I entered in light because I said it could come up a little bit more, all right? And I was going to add. So my add point, right? Let me show y'all this right here, right? If Robinhood would have came up here, I would have added to my position so that I can average down. Okay, my add point. All right, so I can average down, right? If it wicked off of resistance a little bit, right? But it did not. So I was already in. I entered in right here. Okay, so that was my entry. So I'm gonna put it right here. Boom. All right, cool. So this red candle right here, right there, that was my entry. Not the green candle, but the red candle. Right? So entry number 1, red candle. Okay? Now, that was my entry number 1. And what did we do? We wrote it down to... we wrote it down. I ended up getting out right here, right? Because it started to slow down and I thought it was going to reverse. So I thought it was just going to be a pullback instead of an actual reversal, right? So I ended up getting out right here, right? But people in the Discord, because right after I got out, it started to go down. So people in the Discord was getting like 15, 20, 18% on this play. All right. So this was my exit. All right. Boom. So this was my exit. So I got out as a profit. So two things. Really one thing, I really wish that I would have just added my regular position in the beginning. I would have made more money, but that's okay because I still profited on this trade, right? So then boom, that was my exit. Now we got out, they got out right here. As you can see, it came down to the 5 minute EMA. The 9 EMA right here on the 5 minute time frame, right? So I got out right there. Now, got out, we were done. I was looking around for other plays. Now, check this out. Here's what happened. Then, a few minutes later, maybe 15 minutes later, I was looking at the 15-minute time frame, right? Now, look at this. This is very, very, very important. I'm going to delete this so that we can keep it clean. Now, on the 15-minute time frame, there were no green candles. Okay? There were no green candles. So what does that mean? What that means is it hadn't had a reversal on the 15-minute yet. It only had a reversal on the 5 minute, but it did not have a reversal on the 15-minute time frame. So we got this move right here on the 5 minute time frame, but on the 15-minute time frame, it was still in the uptrend. But I saw it starting to reject, right? And I saw it starting to reject. So what did I do? I said, oh, I see exactly what's going on. So we ended up getting in again. So our second entry, I got in right here. All right. on this red candle because it rejected right there. I got in right here. So now this is my entry number 2. All right. I was playing this on the 15-minute time frame this time. The first time I was playing off the 5-minute, the second time I was playing off the 15-minute time frame. All right. Then it came all the way down here on this big red candle right here. And what did we do? We took our exit, right? We took our exit right there. All right. Not the green candle, the red candle, right? Right there. So we ended up taking our exit right there. All right, boom. And that was the second trade, and that put me at 178 on Robinhood alone for the day. All right, we hit a square as well. I mean, a block as well, but that was the second one right there. That was the exit number 2. Because I saw that we hadn't rejected off of the 15-minute time frame yet. So because we rejected on the 5-minute time frame right here, but we were still in the uptrend on the 15-minute time frame, then I was like, oh, okay, let's do a rejection off the 15. And if I wanted to get saucy, I could have came down to the 30-minute time frame and then got in again, right? And then could have wrote it down again. All right, but I wanted to show you the power of playing on different time frames. So I took 2 plays on the same stock on 2 different time frames and made money on it. This is extremely powerful. And if you understand what I'm saying, this can change your life and your bank account. All right. So I like to keep it simple, right? This is very, very, very powerful. Know your time frames and know what time frame you're trading off of. Do not get faked out. If you see a stock going up, and it's already like halfway there to the target, if you don't even know the target, don't get in. Wait until it gets to the top and then ride it to the bottom. If it's coming down, wait till it gets to the bottom and then ride it up. It's that simple. All right, let's not make this complicated. Let's not try to make this all complex. The name of the game is buy low and sell high. It's that simple. When you have a stock that gaps up or it gaps down, and it's like a $1 gap or a 90-cent gap, the support is probably going to be at the bottom or the top of that gap. It's that simple. All right. So please do not make this harder than it has to be. Know your levels. You really, really, really can change the whole way your life is. All right. Always remember, get out of your head and get into this world. Join the Discord if you want to trade with us every single day. And I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.